Okay, let's go.
All right, what up, y'all? Once again, it's on, man. It's your boy B Myers, PHRELife podcast, and I have my first official guest.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. You
You the first?
tone for us, dog. So,
I appreciate that.
it's a Mitchell Guerra.
Yeah,
Guerrera.
it's good. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you got it.
All right, bet, man. He's a trainer. I've been following him, watching him, man. He got a son that's cold, but he can talk about all that better than I can. So I'm gonna turn it over to him, man, and we're gonna just jump right into it. What's up, man?
All right.
Thank you for being here and holler at us, man.
All right. First of all, man, it's an honor to be your first guest, man.
Um,
Might blush a little bit. No, I'm just playing. Man, my background, man, it's simply like, bro, I started out with just your basic speed and agility stuff, but I was more of a weight room kind of guy. Like I owned a weight room and everything at one point. Man, and then the more I just kept watching my kid, I was like, man, I got to learn just like him, because too many times man, I seen hometown heroes go to college and not do nothing, and it's because there was no adaptation to the
right.
skill set the next level brings. So, man, I got involved with a dude named Rashad Whitfield, who's known as the Footwork King. Greatest dude I've ever met in my life, man. That dude, like, man, he not just somebody I talk to about training. Like this man, like cares about like what I was going through at one point in my life. Everything. He's man, that dude is family. And then I got my boy JB over there as well, one of Buddha's trainers. And man, it was crazy because I was like, yo, what do I gotta do to get you to West Texas? And man, when he named his price, I was like, man, I can't do that, but I'll drive to Houston. And so, man, we got linked up with them, and like we would communicate on things and whatnot. Man, as I started doing it, and I tell everybody like, bro, I'm not the king at this. Like, Rashad Whitfield is the man, bro. I mean, this dude has a resume that ain't nobody else got.
Mhm.
I'm telling you right now, and they probably never will. But man, he was with Coach Jordan as well. Coach Jordan's like one of the best D line trainers out there. I don't remember who he's with right now, but I know he was with the Seahawks for a minute,
Wow.
uh, coaching there. So that was legit. But hats off to all them guys, man. They were the ones. They're the ones who actually saw Buddha and was like, "Yo, this dude's gonna be cold."
Hmm.
So man, I just learned from those guys. It literally just started out as just me and Buddha doing work.
Right.
And then COVID hit, and man, we were just at the field one day in Lubbock, Texas, and like some friendship kids rolled up and they were like, "Yo, what are y'all doing?" Man, we working footwork. And then next thing I know, I start putting it out, and it's crazy because like I look back at it, man, like I wore regular like gym clothes to train in, and I wasn't doing these drills at the time, man. I was just like getting people to go through it. And I got a phone call. Well, I called Rashad one day and we were talking, and he was like, "Man, you gotta put them tennis shoes away and get some cleats." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No, man." I literally went through and got some of his stuff and was like, I would ask him questions. I'd ask JB questions. Like me and JB will FaceTime a lot too. That's my
Okay.
boy.
Okay.
And so, man, I started doing it on my own. Started posting some videos of me doing some stuff. I'm an old dude. I'm a big, so I got my old ass out there moving.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Ain't none of y'all got no excuse.
Right.
So,
Right. Right. Yeah.
man, you know, Buddha's been, I mean, Buddha's like, well, I gotta give this guy a shout out because this dude is fam. Like, man, this is my brother from another mother. I love this dude to death. Like, did he ever call me? I was like, yo, bro, I need you to body slam something. I'd be like, cool, who?
Right. Right. Right.
Like whatever. But it goes off to Corey White. All right, that man right there. So what I do on a training level, Corey does that on the recruiting level.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
man. I've been following him.
our
I need
mindsets
him on here.
are yeah. I mean, he's done a lot for Buddha. And even when we were frustrated with like how some of this season went, man, it was Corey that kept us cool and
Mm.
whatnot. So see why? I love you, brother. You're man. And he gave Buddha the nickname White Chocolate. So, you know, he was out there training with his oldest boy, Ant,
Hmm.
when we lived in Lubbock. So, CY's been family forever. But
That boy was bad,
um
man.
what's that?
And
Oh yeah, yeah, that was cold,
and
bro.
he got a son now, West Point, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And Kane's a good kid too, man. Like when after they beat the dog out of us, he come out gave me some love, which I saw him last year too. But I don't really know Kane like I know Ant.
Right. Yeah.
So I trained Ant probably about 5, 6, 7 times, something like that, while he was at Tech. So that was cool.
Right. Right.
But yeah, man, like the coolest thing I got to do, man, this was like when it comes to training. The one thing I love to get to brag about is like I trained an NFL running back. I
Hmm.
trained Ronald Watt from Lubbock, Texas.
Okay.
He was at UTEP, and uh, he got drafted by the 49ers. So that was
Nice.
man, that was like legit. But I'm not gonna lie, bro, I was scared shitless. I was like, man, what do I do? Like this dude going to the pros. What's he
Right.
want me for?
Right. Right. Yeah.
And I remember calling Rashad. I'm like, yo, man, I'm nervous. I need your help.
Hmm.
And so he said, I got you. I got you, Mr. Mitchell. Like, it's always Mr. Mitchell.
Hmm.
And then he sent me some stuff. He said, go work this, get this, this, this. So, like, I was like top tier ready, man.
Right on.
Man, I wasn't really lifting weights. I think I was like a buck 90.
Hmm.
And man, I was like running. Like, man, I was moving. Everybody was like, man, coach, you need to go play semi pro. I'm like, hell no, I ain't taking that lick. Too old for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we got there, man, and he trained with Buddha. And man, he was like telling Buddha, like, bro, I'll see you on Saturdays for sure. So
Hmm.
that was legit. And man, whenever that happened, and like just to see and listen to him communicate like how things are on that upper level, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Man, it really like I've heard it from Rashad, but like and JB, like JB, me and JB talk a lot too.
Hmm.
But it was like to hear that from the actual player, it was real eye opening for
Yeah.
me, man.
Yeah.
So as far as the rest of it goes, man, I've got some D2 guys. I got some D3 guys I train. I got a couple that are playing D1 football.
Hmm.
My boy KT out of Hobbs, he's still at New Mexico State.
Okay.
I think he gonna finally get some time to shine. Boy, it's cold. New Mexico football though, it's hard to. It just ain't Texas football.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but KT's a dog. Yeah, KT real good, man. But like this year, so that's my background. It's just
Mhm.
like everybody wants me to like do weight training. And I'm like, man,
Mhm.
I don't do that. Like, believe it or not, I don't even really hit the gym. I'm
Right.
like lucky if I go twice,
Uh-huh.
but I train every day.
Right.
So that's pretty much my background. This year, I really just kind of focused on like the guys who were committed. You
Hmm.
know, I got a couple of youngsters that are on varsity as freshmen or sophomores and 4A, 3A, whatever. But the coolest thing about this year, man, was like Buddha dominated junior high, bro. Like he left junior high, he was undefeated, two-time district champs.
Hmm.
This dude led junior high with 87 touchdowns. Yeah,
Lord have mercy.
yeah, bro. And he only played 8 games his eighth grade year.
That's
So,
crazy, dog.
so everybody, with small towns, it comes, oh yeah, well, it's because he's bigger. And everybody kept saying he was like a 16-year-old eighth grader. And I'm
Uh,
like, bro, come on.
yeah.
UIL won't even let you do
Exactly.
that. You
Right.
know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was the kind of ignorance we've dealt with, man. We've dealt with it for a minute. But what really helped Buddha out, man, and so I'm gonna hit on two things. Was one, Buddha started training early. I mean, at 6 years old, this dude was like making the San Angelo news and flag football, bro. Like he was breaking 8 year olds off like nothing. So getting him started real early, that helped a lot. But the other thing is when we played youth football, we didn't play. We played in a Lubbock league. We did Taifa. Our first tackle season was out in Dallas because we lived in Cleburne there, and so that was our first one. What's that? Oh, so that helped him out a lot. And then we went to Taifa, did good in Taifa. Like he kind of made a name for himself. But then we went and joined like the National Youth Football League and like playing teams like Georgia, Las Vegas.
Wow. Okay.
And man, yeah, bro, going to Florida for national championships. Like, bro, it was like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, we was the only team with Mexicans and white kids. We were like, what the hell? It was just like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and the coaching style we did, because I coached them, but I didn't coach offense. I didn't want to coach Buddha. I needed him to learn from
Right.
other people.
Right.
So I coached defense,
Right.
and man, a bunch of them kids, they're in high school now. Shoot, man, one of the most impressive kids I had, his name was Kyler, and
Mm-hmm.
this dude's arm is cut off right here playing middle linebacker. Cold, yeah, real cold. So we treated those boys like high school football players at that
Okay.
point.
Right.
And so, like, I'm talking like dry eraser boards on the
Mm-hmm.
sideline.
Yeah.
My defense didn't get to watch the offense. Like, nah, don't worry about them. We got to keep them from
Right.
scoring. So
Exactly.
a lot of that helped Buddha a lot too,
Mm-hmm.
man. Because like we come out, I'm gonna use the Brock game for example. We got beat 66-3. My son played hard the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after the game, man, they had this big old boy playing middle linebacker,
Uh-huh.
number 44. Dude, first of all, I'm old school. So if you
Yeah.
playing middle
Yeah.
linebacker and you got 44
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
you a dog.
Yeah.
Like
Smash
that's it,
mouth.
you a dog.
Straight
Yeah.
smash mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. And his dad reached out to me the Monday after we played, and he was like, "Man, I didn't want to come over and talk to you. Emotions were high, blah blah blah." He said, "But I want to tell you, your son's a dog." And I was like, "Man, I appreciate that." He goes, "No, man, you don't understand." He said, "My son was number 44," and I was like, "Yeah, man, the dude's a dog." And he goes, "No, your son had mine up watching film till about midnight every night on him alone." And I was like, "Yo, man," I said, "That's the proudest."
Wow.
Yeah, so and Buddha did break off. I mean, he broke some tackles and broke some dudes off, but I mean, when I train, it's you make the first one miss no matter
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
and he did that, and then
That's the rule.
it's
That's
just.
the rule.
But it's like I said in my live, like I hope that opened everybody's eyes up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not we don't have the athletes, we don't have the skill sets. We got
Yeah.
kids
Bruh.
who still want to run just go routes, and it's
Wow.
like, bro, everybody run a 4.5. Once
Yeah.
you go to East Texas, everybody runs a 4.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I use this example all the time, and I'm like, y'all got to understand when you watch wide receivers. I talk about Cooper Cup. I talk about Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. They kind of fast. They 4.5, high 4.5, low 4.6. But look at their release. Look at their
Exactly.
footwork. I know, like Prime C or Prime Odell. Like he trained with Rashad all the time. Prime Richard Sherman. Man, they flew Rashad out to California for that. You know what I mean? So man, learning from him. And I can send Rashad a video, man, like, hey, what would we do in this situation? And literally, boom, man, he got a response and a video. My guys, man, like the guys I network with, they're amazing, bro. They're amazing. I give them the credit.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't ever tell people, oh yeah, that's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. Like, nah, bro. Like, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And so right there, like I just said, you got too many parents who live in that old school era of football. They're like, oh, well, when I played, and it's like, yeah, bro, I remember because Mike Costa and Eddie George were messing people up at running back because they
Mm-hmm.
was just banging,
Right.
and you can't bang no more,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think until this area truly adapts, because you got probably 1,000 of me's in Dallas, San Antonio, Houston. Like you got 1,000 of me's,
With crazy
and
facilities.
that's what they do full time.
Yeah. With
So
access to crazy facilities.
man,
Yeah.
I'll tell you the craziest story I saw Rashad. Right, so we were training with JB that day, and Rashad's on the phone, and I'm waiting to say what's up to him, and he was like, "Man, hold on, hold on." I was like, "I bet, cool, whatever." It is Houston, so we human, so we ain't trying to give a big hug because we
Right.
get stuck together. But we was laughing, and I was like, "Man," I was like, "My bad, Rashad." He's like, "Nah, you cool." He was like, "This is Coach so and so at A&M," and I was like, "Oh, bet."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "You got it like that?" He said he want to know who I had at slot because they're looking. And he was like, "I'm about to send him 5 of my guys' film," and I'm like, "Man, that right there. Like you know." That's crazy. Like that'd be awesome, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's guys who played, around here, but it's like, I know Coach Leon at level. I love that dude to death, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he always checking up on Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I could do for Buddha, let me know.
Right.
So man, hats off. Like I said, the guys I have in my circle, man, they're amazing. And Buddha got a great family, bro.
Right.
My sister, man, she's amazing. Like she stepped up and helped out a lot with him. uh, on that Mama Rose side, you know. So that's been great because I'm a dad, bro. I don't know
Right.
how to give you a hug
Right.
and tell you everything will be all right. I'll be like, man, suck that shit up and go on, bro. What's wrong with you?
Right. Right.
You know. But one of the key things for me right now that I've fought this probably for the last 4 years since I've been back in Seminole is like, and I said this in my live. Everybody talk about Seminole strong or Bulldog strong or what, and it's
Right.
like, nah, bro, y'all got North strong, y'all got East Side strong. Like it's not this no more. It's not like when our parents were there.
Right. Right.
Shit, I remember 5 people could whoop my ass if I did something wrong. My
Exactly.
mom would be like, "You gonna get your ass whooped when you
Yep.
get home
Yep.
too."
Yep. A village.
Yeah, and it's become too selfishness. Do I play? Social media is so good, but it's so bad at the same time, man. Um, but in my eyes, it's like we dealt with parents. We had some shitty parents and shit, man. And of course, their kids are all seniors, but it's like, bro, man, look at the last like part of the season. Like
Mm-hmm.
Buddha was killing everybody,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's like it's not that Buddha was that much better than y'all. He was better prepared
Better
because he
prepared.
did the extra
He did the
training.
work.
He put
Right.
the extra
Right.
work.
Right.
And some of these dads are like, you need to be in the weight room. I'm not saying don't get in the weight room. By no means, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah.
But this is why I tell everybody: your kid goes to morning workouts during the summer and then does what?
Hmm.
Not a damn thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
And they got full access to a brand new facility we just built.
Yeah.
Get your ass on the field. And I've told these kids coming up, I ain't trying to have my kid get hurt for people that's not gonna put in work.
Bruh.
My offer right now to Seminole is I will train all varsity starters for free.
Wow.
hmm
Wow. And
And
how
I will,
many
bro.
and how many has taken up that offer?
I'm waiting on a response from the which me and so we're waiting on a response from the superintendent.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Greg Pointer, our AD,
Mm-hmm.
man, we have a great relationship. Like his wife has to tell him to get off the phone because I'm that dad, man. Like I break Buddha's huddle down, I send it to him, we put it up on the projector,
Mm-hmm.
we watch it, we break it down.
Right.
I'm a film guy.
Okay.
I'll
Right.
understand what blocking scheme you got going
Mm-hmm.
on, why this was called, and then therefore me and Greg can talk.
Right.
And we don't agree on everything. I mean, about 80% of the time we do, but we both always have a valid argument to it, and that's just a mad respect deal to where all right, coach, you right, I'm right,
Right.
cool, all right,
Right.
So I just wish more parents would spend less time worrying about being socially popular and all the things. My sister does Botox and lip fillers and shit for a living, so I
Mm-hmm.
know how much that shit costs. So
Right. Yeah.
and a Gucci bag, what are
Yeah.
you gonna?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, we live in Texas, West Texas at that. Like, so it blows my mind, man. I don't have a lot. I don't need a lot.
Exactly. Right.
Everything 90% of my money and life goes to Buddha.
Right.
He made this decision and this is what we're gonna do.
That's what you gotta do.
And
Go
so
knock
that's
until the
that,
wheels fall off.
You can't talk shit as a parent if you haven't put in 100% of the same work your child's doing.
Exactly.
Or expect them to do it.
Right.
Like that's my thing. Like if you're not gonna hold your kid accountable, like I don't know, man. We got too many parents that are like, "Oh no, he's great, he's great," and we go back to this. Now he West Texas great.
Mm-hmm.
What happened when we go East Texas?
Exactly. Exactly. See.
So that's been the biggest fight, man, for real. Like it's been hard, but I think after Brock put it on us, I think it opened up the eyes of our kids for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because I told myself, man, y'all didn't get beat. Like y'all got bullied, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I said, y'all was the poor kid getting robbed of his $2 lunch money. Like he didn't do it. Brock didn't even care. And so I really hope it does. I love Seminoles program. Right. I love what these coaches have done. They've done a great job. And they're UIL again. You're only limited to so much time with these kids.
Mm-hmm.
But even in youth football, well, why isn't he getting better? Well, one, I'm his coach, not his trainer, and two, it's not my job to make him better. My job is to develop him in a game type situation.
Exactly. Right.
Show
Okay.
him how to win, lose, and be humble in both of those. You know what I mean? So it's hard, bro.
Okay.
It's hard, like for real.
So with that, right? Because I know we said we gonna shoot from hip, but I was thinking of some stuff
Hmm.
and two things I really wanted to hear your thoughts on. The state of youth sports.
What's that?
What What do you think about the state of youth sports, and particularly out here in West Texas? That you're saying because I heard that's pretty much what your a lot of what your live was about when I was listening to you.
Yeah.
But it was basketball,
So
I know.
we're behind. Yeah, we behind. We're behind. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, there's some cats out in Midland who are doing it right. They're actually over there in Florida battling for a national championship right now. As far as like outside of that Coach Skeet and all of his boys and Coach O that are doing their thing, outside of that, bro, we too busy worrying about beating so and so's dad. Or we like, oh well, we won a Super Bowl. And I'm like, bitch, there's one fucking Super Bowl. And you didn't play in it. The fucking Chiefs and the Eagles did, all right? So shut up, you know?
Yeah.
We're behind because we got guys living through their kids and putting them in positions they don't need to be in.
Hmm.
We got parents who are too soft and can't take criticism.
Hmm.
Um, Believe it or not, man, I was a fat kid growing up.
Hmm.
And my seventh grade year, we ran the old school wing T. I wanted to play fullback.
Hmm.
I was a big Mike Allstott guy.
Right.
Like
Right.
Mike Allstott was my boy. That's who I dressed like him, played
Right.
like him,
Yeah. Yeah.
everything. And my coach says, "You too fat to play running back." Well, guess what? I wore number 77. I
Hmm.
played right guard and nose guard my seventh grade year.
Right.
My mom said, "Oh, you want to play running back?" We lived out in the country. I ran 1 mile to the vet, 1 mile back, and she was cruising behind me the whole time.
Right. Okay. Right.
And so, guess what? Come eighth grade, I'm starting middle linebacker. I'm starting fullback, and I
Yeah.
never left. That's
Yeah.
the two spots I stayed in.
Okay.
And so that's why I think, and look back at our parents, they work hard,
Mm.
right? They work hard, but I don't remember a time where my dad missed a game,
Hmm.
didn't do something extra with us. My mom, same thing, man. My mom was, man, she gave the best tough love you'd ever have. Like,
Right.
so we are behind, and I think we got people who won't step up and coach because of parents, but then you got parents who step up and coach that don't need to be coaching. The other thing is you got pride in a way. You got man. I've seen dads with a high school beef go against each other, and when they start playing, it's like they're talking trash, and the kids are like
Yeah.
looking back and forth, like, "What the hell y'all
Yeah.
doing?" You know,
Yeah.
quit. Just because your kid doesn't play the position you want him to play, doesn't mean go leave and start your own organization because that happens way too much.
Uh,
And at the end of the day, it comes down to parents, you've got to be more dedicated than your kid because they are kids. They follow the head of house.
right. Right.
And if you sitting at home chilling, watching Netflix every night on your phone doing TikTok, they're gonna do the same
That's what
damn
they
thing.
go do.
And if you tell them, "Oh, you need to go lift," they're gonna go in there and half-ass it.
Hmm.
You know, and everybody's like, "Oh," like I got accused of this, and they're like, "Oh, you live your life through Buddha." I'm like, bro, my picture's on that wall. 3 years for football, 3 years for baseball. I
Hmm.
don't live my life through nobody.
Right. Right.
I said
That's
I live my life for my
four.
son,
Exactly.
but
Right.
not through him. And like, bro, if Buddha wanted to be a nerd and a gamer, and that'd save me a lot of money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but youth sports, a lot of things need to change around here. Like, Lubbock is the worst when it comes to pride, bro.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
man, it's bad.
Hmm.
And I wish it would change. And everybody says it, but then it's like, oh, well, we did this. I'm going to tell you the best story I have about us playing Lubbock football. Chris Hobby, who was a boy of mine, I sent my guys for him for strength and conditioning training
Uh huh.
and explosive training, everything. Hobby's a beast. And so we played his team. His team had won like the City League Championship like 2 or 3 years in a row.
Hmm.
And so they had this kid named Cash. I don't remember his last name. Hell of an athlete.
Hmm.
Man, well, then we come out. We just moved to Lubbock. Nobody really knew who we were. And man, Buddha had a one-handed pick.
Hmm.
Almost took it to the house. He had 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. Like,
Hmm.
bro, oh, and kicked our extra points for us.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had no idea who Chris Hopley was, man. I didn't know who he was, nothing.
Hmm.
Knew nothing about him. And man, he put a post about this big about Buddha, talking about I don't know who this boy is, but man, way to use your God given talent. And then he comes, we reach out, we talk, and then he kind of gets more of it. So that was like whenever that kind of opened up everybody's eyes in Lubbock about who Buddha was, you
Okay,
know.
okay,
So and I mean, you know, I'm proud of him. He was unanimous offensive newcomer of the year.
okay.
He earned it,
Right.
definitely earned it, and you know he got a chip on his shoulder, bro. Like we were going to move to Midland Greenwood because I work in Midland,
Okay.
and we talked about moving to Greenwood, and all the boys and Greenwood has a lot of respect for Buddha. I mean, they're gonna talk their trash, but at the end of the day, like they have a lot of respect. And Buddha, this is when I knew Buddha was different.
Hmm.
He could go to a team that's gonna be stacked for the next 6, 7 years, bro. Make
Right.
deep runs,
Hmm.
and he said, "I would go play with Greenwood, Dad, but I want to beat Greenwood." I
Hmm.
said, "Bro, that's a Michael Jordan mentality
Yeah,
right there, bro."
yeah, yeah, for real.
And that's when I knew, like, all right, man, he wants to go against the best. Like, he wants to be that guy that says, "I beat bro."
Right, right,
Right, you know, I beat Greenwood,
right.
and because Greenwood's our rival, bro. If we moved to Greenwood, man, people in Seminole would probably kill me. So, you know, being this is my
Yeah,
hometown and all.
okay.
So, but that's why I tell everybody all the time. Like, man, y'all got, too many of y'all got LeBron James mentalities and
Hmm.
not Michael Jordan, bro.
Hmm.
Like Kobe was a killer, Mike was a killer, like,
Yeah,
you know,
old school.
and yeah. So that's my take on youth football right there,
Okay.
bro. It's got to change quick.
Yeah, yeah, man. I agree, man. My my complaint in which is segue into the next question, which is just varsity level sports, the state of that in
Mm.
West Texas. I know here in Plainview, and I heard you hitting on it in your own words, but I've always said that there has to be that everything that's sub varsity should be a pipeline
Yes.
into the varsity.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
That at the youth levels, preparation development should be the primary goal to prepare
Hmm.
uh, for UIL ball. I even go as far as PE. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, don't get me
Yeah,
started on
yeah,
PE,
yeah,
dog.
yeah. You know,
You know how many kids I train that don't even know how to run now? I'm like,
it's
bro, what do
crazy,
y'all do
man.
during PE?
It's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, and that's been the soapbox I've been on for a minute now. And
Mhm.
and when I heard you talking, that was like I was hearing your talking points. I was like, God damn, I need to holler at this dude. Um, because my thing with like Plainview sports, Plainview football, all that. You know, I'm a football guy as well as track. But we hit a wall. I think West Texas as a whole, we all know where that wall is, and that's going back
Hmm.
east,
Yeah.
right? I know for Plainview, our wall, our wall is to the north and south of us.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's like we just can't, for whatever reason, we just can't compete. Which I know why, but I'm interviewing you, so I'm not gonna go on my spiel on that. But I just like to
Right.
know,
Right.
what's your thoughts on on West Texas varsity level sports?
All right. So I'm a firm believer in this, man. And even though we constantly get criticism for like doing footwork, like, man, we hear this all the time. Oh, that footwork don't work. And well, in your face, fool, because
Yeah.
Buddha just proved to you it works.
Hmm.
The biggest thing to me is this is my biggest preach to any high school parent, any junior high parent. If professional athletes are using trainers to develop new skill sets and critique the ones they already have, why the hell are we not?
Bruh, bruh.
You know, hey baby girl, hold on, man.
Uh,
My happy birthday. This is my little niece right here.
okay. Happy
It's like
birthday.
in this room. Y'all in the middle of my podcast. Sorry, man. That's my
Man,
nephew and his family.
it's cool.
Um, like I touched base on, if professional athletes have trainers, why do we not have them?
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Makes sense.
so there's two issues to that. There's two issues. It's not the kids. The kids would love to train.
Mm-hmm.
Love to train. The first issue is parents. It's always parents. It always starts with parents. But here's the other thing. Parents they hold grudges. They're petty.
Right.
But coaches are too damn prideful.
Mm.
They hear you going to a trainer. Oh, I don't want you going there. You gonna get hurt, bro. My technique is to keep you from getting hurt.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. Right. Right.
So so you know the running back for Detroit, Montgomery, right?
Yeah.
That's Rashad's boy, dog.
Really.
Bro.
Man.
Man, if y'all go look at Rashad's shit, bro, you're gonna see NFL guys on there all
Okay.
over the place.
Yeah.
Hell, at the Rod Wave concert that my nephew just came back from,
Mm-hmm.
Ed Thomas, he's a defensive end. He just signed with the Broncos,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think he was with the Bears. He was with Detroit, Chicago, and then now he's with Denver. He trains with Rashad. And so that was pretty cool that they met up and they talked about it. And, we love Buddha. My family loves Buddha. We put his face on T-shirts, bro.
Right. Right.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And he was like, yo, man, like anything I can do to help that kid, let me know. So that was legit. So again, though, that dude's a professional athlete going to a trainer. So
The same trainer Buddha go to.
yeah. See, that's wild. Like
Yeah.
in Montgomery, train
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Rashad. Where we go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see the
And
proof.
I don't want to leave out my boy Jay Hicks.
Right.
I think I've
Oh.
never met Jay Hicks.
Oh man, that dude cold, man.
Bro, I've talked to that dude a few times. One of the funniest stories, he was like,
Bro.
I dated a girl from Big Spring. I said, she probably stabbed you. So like, dude, I was like, bro, leave them West Texas women alone, bro. They crazy. But parents, like, I'll say this: coaches are playing politics too much as well. Parents have too much say so in what happens on the team. School board members, way too much say so.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that if you're a school board member, your child should not be playing any high school sports.
Mm-hmm.
Parents' influences and like because of what they do for the school or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look, I'm old school. I just want to win. I don't give a shit
Period.
who's out there.
Period.
And so coaches got to step their game up and learn to tell parents that door you just walked through, turn your ass around
Right,
and
and
go
walk right
back
back
out.
out.
This is my team.
Yeah.
Parents got to understand that hometown people will tell you how great your kid is all the time. Listen to the outside world. Get out and listen.
Mm-hmm.
We go to camps and man, we got kids going to camps that don't even need to be going to camps,
Mm-hmm.
But then we get these fake offers. Man, me and Corey talked about this. Like, you cannot get an official offer until your junior year, September 9th.
Right.
So you get all these kids and they're like, oh, I got this offer, and it's like, no, you didn't, bro.
Yeah.
They're not committing to you. You're not committing to them. Like,
exactly.
so a lot of it is a fantasy world. Again, social media can be great.
Mm-hmm.
Then it can be really bad.
Right.
Parents, coaches definitely gotta step their game up and like understand y'all. One, you're not a professional trainer. Two, you're not a professional coach.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, you're a professional coach, but you are not here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But my last argument to anybody right now is like, do you think DeSoto, Alito, Brock, any of those coaches are like, don't go, don't go to no trainer. Yo, whatever helps them keep their job, guess what? They're all for it. Politics keeps coaches around West Texas.
Yeah.
Not wins.
I agree.
Politics.
I agree.
This guy changed. But we hire these people. You know what I'm saying? I think that people should have, no, I can't really say that. I would like for people to have more of a say who we bring in, but then it comes down to the good guy effect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, my buddy's a good,
Yeah.
and he might be one of the worst damn coaches in the league, and he got a job. Parents got to step their games up, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we live in West Texas. There ain't much to do here. Go invest in your kid. Get behind your coach. Have a reasonable conversation with him. That's, believe it or not, bro, people always say I'm hot tempered around here, and it's like, nah, bro, I'm passionate. There's a big fucking difference. Like, if you want to see me hot tempered, touch my kid.
Right. Then,
but at the same time, but it's like, nah, bro, I'm passionate. I love kids. My mom was, before she was killed, she delivered a million babies, and when they were all born, she's kissing on them,
Yeah,
loving on them.
yeah.
She was a nurse practice. Like she delivered my son, so that was like one of the
Wow, that's
coolest
dope.
things. Yeah,
That's dope.
she's the one that gave him the nickname Buddha.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Right
so
on.
he came out, bro. He was already a little chunky, but his
Mm-hmm.
umbilical cord wrapped a couple times around him, and she was like, he looked like a little Buddha doll, and from them Chinese restaurants.
It is, yeah.
Bro. Yeah,
So,
yeah. So definitely that though.
so speaking of Buddha, what other
Hmm.
sports do he play? Do he play any?
What's up?
What other sports does Buddha play?
So he runs track. He'll run the 100 and 4x1.
Okay.
Uh, he did do baseball, and he's actually really good at baseball. He's a real good catcher. He's got a
Mm,
crazy arm,
okay.
but he wants to focus on football, and he knows track is key to
Exactly.
football. So
Exactly. They
he
gonna-
knows he needs to put some weight on. He's only a buck 60,
Okay.
So he literally. It was after we went to the tech visit. He was like, "Yeah, I can do this," And I'm like, "Bro, you got to get more serious."
Right.
And so it's like he realized it, like and I mean, again, he's only 15, bro. He gonna get. I mean, bro, I graduated high school. I was 190-pound running back, so he gonna get big. But he got to critique everything and do all the other things. But track, yeah, track. He wants to get faster, which I know he ran a 4.68
Okay.
in his laser 40. I
Mm-hmm.
think I feel like he got faster throughout the year,
Right.
but he'll be going to a track coach.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the thing is, Buddha looks slow on a track because he's so smooth,
Mm-hmm.
but on a football field he looked real
Right.
fast,
Right.
and I'm
Right.
like, bro, I'll take that all day.
So what's his 100
So
time?
what's that?
What's his 100 time?
What did he run last year? He ran, man. I would have to look, but I know his 100. He ended up tweaking his hip flexor and missed the last three track meets. But in the very beginning, I think he ran 11.2
Okay.
in 100. That may have been, yeah, I think it was 11.2.
Yeah.
But he had to run the 4x4. And man, we were getting smoked, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude comes out, runs like a 56.8 in his split. Yeah. Caught the dude, beat him by a step. Yeah.
You know,
And
man,
everybody in the stands, oh, he ain't going to catch him. I'm like, y'all don't know this dude. He
that's
don't
what, man.
like to
That's that
lose.
mentality, though. That's
Yes,
that
yes.
mentality, though. You know what I'm saying?
And,
It's
and,
like, and
and we
that's the
could go
same
back
mentality of him not wanting to move.
to Greenwood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he want to stay
yeah,
there and beat them. It's the exact same mentality. It's the same.
yeah.
Yeah,
That boy don't like to lose,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
He don't like to lose at
I love
all.
that. Man. I love that.
Me too.
I love
It makes me feel like I'm doing something right.
Right. Okay. So, okay. So you said you train. How long have you been training? How long have you been actually training?
This is year number 5.
Okay.
Yeah, this is year 5. So this was one of my slowest years, and I get the economy was bad, man,
Right.
and whatever. But prior to this year, bro, I would train Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays in Seminole, and I would have Hobbs kids, Denver City, Andrews, a few Seminole. Like I don't really train that many people from Seminole.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when I went to Lubbock, bro, I'd start at 9 a.m. I wouldn't leave there till 9 p.m.
Dang.
and not take a break. I didn't take no break. It was 12 hours straight. Crazy, man. But this year was kind of slow. Well, I'll tell you this, I've already picked back up. Like once I posted Buddha stats and season highlight, bro,
Yeah.
I got like 7 messages in one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Yeah. You
And
told me
so
about that.
he the best advertisement I got.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Because he succeeded.
so yeah, this is year 5, man. I mean, I got like a little logo and stuff,
Right.
but I mean, like, that wasn't my idea.
Uh
Like,
huh.
I can't sit here and say, oh, these are all my ideas. Like, dude, like 95% of what I base how I handle footwork training and the business of it, it's copycat from Rashad Whitfield.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're the footwork king, so
Yeah.
I ain't gonna follow the prince. I'm
Right.
gonna follow the
Yeah.
king. So
So, since we that because we haven't because you didn't say it in your background or the introduction, the name of your company, man. What's your training?
man, they just somebody was like, "Yo, just do footwork unit. Keep it
Footwork
simple.
unit.
Keep it." You know what I'm saying? I think Rashad's facility it's called Footwork Blitz.
Mm-hmm.
So we just went with Footwork Unit. I had like, man, I had some. I didn't have shirts, man. My boy did it.
Mm-hmm.
We passed them out,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I get asked all the time, like,
Yeah.
yo, you got a shirt? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah.
bro, I really don't care about
Right.
shirts
Right. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
apparel and all that.
Uh-huh.
Like, when your kid texts me and tells me he scored 2 touchdowns, that's what I'm about.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or like, yo, coach, I smoked the quarterback on this play. Check it out, and I get it. That's what I care about.
So, like in your training, of course, I know boot is a skill. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Is most of your training primarily with the skilled athletes, or you?
Nah, man, I train some. I trained an O lineman from Lubbock Christian. I've trained some linemen from Lovington and Hobbs. I trained one from Seminole. I trained two from Seminole. Big Papa from Lubbock Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've been training that dude for 3 years.
Right on. Okay.
Jordan Rainier from Friendship. He's an O line.
Okay.
That's my guy. So,
Yeah.
um, I got in with all of Rashad's people.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned some techniques from Coach Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
the D line coach or trainer, and it's like he said you can try to copycat. He's like, but put it realistically into it. And so it was just a matter of like, man, I'll go out and do it. Like, throw
Mm-hmm.
hands. You got to you in the trench. You
Yeah.
throwing hands. You got to
Mm-hmm.
move hips. So,
Right. Right. Okay.
and believe it or not, man, some of my best sessions were with Papa, just
Uh-huh.
training D line. So, bro,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
And I figured that because I mean, especially out here in West Texas, it seemed like that people they don't view the linemen as
nah,
as athletes,
no, they don't.
and but they don't realize that it's like yo, they have to know how to move as well too,
Yes.
and they have to
Well,
be explosive.
look at them big boys in the NFL D1 ball. Like if they couldn't move,
Yeah,
they'd get
yeah,
ran past. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I mean,
Your D ends are running 4.6s easy
exactly,
nowadays
exactly, and you
at
can't
290 pounds.
exactly, and then as a tackle, if you can't move
You gotta find some way to get around that
quick
big boy.
enough to get, yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah, man, I figured that, you know what I'm saying. But I just wanted to ask it. Yeah, man. Guess that's it, bro.
Okay. Well, one thing I do want to say
Yeah,
is like at the end of the day, whenever I see all these kids being successful, like man, I got some of these kids that I still talk to, and they're no longer playing football. My greatest, like what makes me the proudest is going to their graduation
right.
or getting invited to their wedding.
Hmm.
Like that to me lets me know I did more than just train these kids. Like I was able to mentor, and
Yes,
I have an old school outlook on
right.
it. And you know, but I was invited to one of the kids' weddings, and man, it was like the greatest thing. And I went, and man, I got a little emotional because it was like, man, dog, I've had you since seventh grade, and
Right.
now you're a grown
Oh
man,
man, man.
So yeah,
Crazy.
but yeah, man, no, everybody need to step it up, and not in their sense, like get out, man. If you aren't learning and you're just stuck in your way, man, you failing your kid.
Mm,
That's
mm,
it.
mm,
That's it. Like Jay Hicks and Rashad have two different styles,
mm-hmm.
but they're both footwork and hits, but they're two different styles.
Right.
Like, if you watch some of Jay Hicks stuff, you go watch Rashad's, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love being open minded, and that's another thing. Coaches, parents, get open minded. You I'm gonna say this, and I don't care if it pisses anybody off.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches and parents, y'all constantly fail our kids every year because
Bruh,
your mindset
bruh,
is here and we need it
wow,
out here.
wow, wow.
I'm just saying, man.
I agree, dog. I agree.
So
I swear, man. I swear, me and you beat the same drum, dude. I swear. We we beat the same
I
drum,
hope it changes for y'all over there,
man.
man.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's crazy. Like I said, I'm not gonna go on my soapbox in this episode. I just want, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, man. We go connect, man. Guaranteed, man. We go connect. I told you, I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna bring my
Yeah,
son
yeah.
out there, and
Bring it, man.
because I want to meet the legend, Mr. Pooh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll let you interview Buddha. He did his
Yeah,
first podcast, man, and I was like,
yeah,
bro, you sound so dumb. You need to work on your interviews, dog.
Man, he just
Sitting there laughing
oh,
the whole time. I'm like, everybody's serious, and then this Buddha laughing and smiling. I'm like, bro.
so 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 how tall is Buddha?
Hey, 5'9.5" right now.
Okay, fine.
Growth plates are still open.
Right.
He'll probably hit another growth spurt at 17.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dyack says anywhere from 5'11", 6'2", you know. And he getting moved back to quarterback next year, so that's
Really?
gonna be good. He gonna be. I always tell this. I used to tell people that like this year he was like Cooper Kupp and Christian McCaffrey in one.
Right.
You know, like boy could go out and run routes better than anybody.
Right.
Man, he's so smooth,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gonna go out there and just hit you with some just Christian McCaffrey's
Right.
old
Right.
school
Yeah.
football, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like hit him with some cuts and chatter steps and
Mm-hmm.
all the things. But I think he gonna be, he got a cannon. He can throw. He threw routes to one of our wide receivers during the summer, and that dude was Jordan Garcia was like, if you are a quarterback, like, because then you got like the ultimate dual threat
Dual
back
threat.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Exactly, man.
Yeah,
That's what I
all
was
day.
thinking. Or Mike Vick type stuff.
Yeah, but with a better throwing accuracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say 2010.
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's what
Old
you're gonna
school.
get with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. And man, anytime you down, bro, come to my house. We cook, we do
Yeah,
whatever, we
yeah,
hang
man. We
out,
gonna
get a
make it
drink.
happen, dog. We gonna definitely make it
Yeah.
happen. That's my word. I'ma hit this record. Hey, y'all.
Okay.
Mr.
Appreciate you, bro.
Footwork unit. On that logo you sent me. You know the part I like is that top part.
Yeah. I'm getting that one real big on the
Yeah,
t-shirt.
yeah. You know, man. That's a message within itself.
Yeah, definitely.
That F you. So yeah, man.
Yeah.